Okay, what is up everyone, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. So we just tried slaying her every time. Got somewhere weird. So we're gonna skip into the cabin. Yeah, so I can't leave anymore. Just seed into the cabin, take the blade, enter the basement, continue downstairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Forward. I can't kill her now. Yeah. Okay, drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor.
Yeah, that was the one I did at first, yeah.
Clang.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Have you
You can still kill her this way, though.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Interesting.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as
so
many
we're gonna
times
kill each
or
other
more.
again?
Each impact
Oh
as
my
heavy as that
gosh.
first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Flee and lock her in the basement. Yeah, finish the job?
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
This seems familiar.
Excuse me? You think this is what I wanted to happen?
Yeah.
Can you not feel
Yeah.
those ruptured organs
I'm
when the two
dying.
of you clash for the final time? You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this?
No, I've seen
It's
this
fun.
before.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Nope.
But you
Not
don't
even
have
a little
time
bit.
to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and
You die. The adversary.
you're on a path in the woods.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
here to
You have already committed to.
Yeah. Okay.
a warning. She will lying
Yep.
and cheating
The
doesn't sound
stubborn.
like her at all. Not that it matters. It's
Yeah.
not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Right.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't
Will
trust
be.
her. Ever.
And you'll also do whatever you can to get us to kill each other.
Already.
Won't you? Mirror?
The
Yeah.
cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you
Interesting.
towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade
cool.
is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
What are you talking about? You
Mirror
reach
clean.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But
Oh,
was
the
a
mirror
rust, and
is
now it's
gone. It looked like the mirror
So
was
all
kind
of
of
us
still
gotta
there.
Stop arguing about it and get
Take the
tough.
blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough
Maybe I
stone
won't kill her.
staircase.
Maybe I won't try
Its
killing her.
walls pressing at your
This
sides
time.
and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below
I
is
did the
heavy
trying to
and
kill her thing,
oppressive,
so...
with an almost
Maybe, does it
sulfuric
change
odor to it.
the overall ending,
If the
depending on
princess
what I'm
lives
trying
here,
to do?
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Yeah.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Yeah.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much
Uh-huh.
as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you.
Yeah.
Remember,
We must
you're here to
stay
slay
focused,
the princess,
brothers.
not to
We
have a good
must
fight.
stay focused.
As you descend the final step, the form of the
I
princess
mean-
comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the base of the
Disregard.
wall.
Forget what I just
Looks like she
said.
could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Yeah.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little
We don't have to.
pieces.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
All right.
Okay.
If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. That
Yeah.
maybe
So he did
seem to
notice
just
it this time.
gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. I
Yeah.
believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me.
You don't remember?
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all...
No, I don't care. I'm jumping over parallel universe the second we die. Pretty much everything you just said is
I
true.
know. You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so snarky.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same
Okay,
goes for you.
okay,
There.
fine.
Unpacking done. Don't
Sure.
you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better
Oh
myself.
my gosh. I guess I'll attack her.
Finally ready to complete your destined task.
I thought I was gonna
launch
free
off
her,
the
but
whetstone
that's what she
floor of
wants.
The basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As
Tell
you
him
bridge
to
the
make it
gap,
count.
your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs
Gross.
and driving you right back down to the basement
Like
floor.
last time.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Okay,
It's
how
not
do you know
fun
that?
if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put
Interesting.
everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
True.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your
Yes,
head.
I shall.
Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Yeah.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us.
Hmm.
Take it slow.
Maybe.
Through. And don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't.
Well, yeah.
The only way out of this is through.
I feel like she's gonna. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna just kill me
If that's your
Again.
plan, then that's your plan.
if I don't go to
Push off
the
the ground,
for the heart like she
ignoring the
wanted.
pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact
can auto?
blunts your momentum.
Set
Your
auto?
weapon
Dang.
tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
Do what?
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
No, I'm gonna listen to the guy. Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
I do. Why are these two different options?
Yes,
We continue
you're right.
pushing.
We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter,
Gross.
cracking like wet
Didn't she
wood
already
from the impact.
break them?
We're fine.
Yeah.
You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Okay.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
If you're gonna kill me with a knife.
I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
True. You did do that.
It really doesn't matter. Princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
Gross.
You forgot this.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
She tosses
I appreciate
it
that.
at your feet.
You jumping the gun a little here. Reach dead once. It doesn't mean you're immortal. Pick up the blade and attack her dead.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead?
Yeah.
Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and
Oh, gross.
it's finally over. No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is
What do you mean, though?
over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
But there are better endings.
Are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get
Huh.
What? Wait, no, that can't be right.
Yeah. Huh.
Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive. Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over. What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
Is he gonna say she
What
gets
about
up too?
her? If we're
Yeah.
fine, then she's fine. No, she's dead. She has to be. No!
Oh my gosh. Huh.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Interesting.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet. You know what to do. Again! But she came back. What's
Yeah.
the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
True.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Right. That's definitely what
We
happened.
just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's
Yeah.
You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything?
Well, what
I
if
never
we
said
had given
I
up?
knew everything.
Then she would still be alive? Just
With
attack her.
unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
So just one more? Or are we gonna get up again?
And then we get...
Yeah. Huh.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
More often than not.
And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it?
I don't know about that one. But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh.
I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the end of everything. Far from it. We're still here.
But how did that end
She's
the world?
still here too.
Princess stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so... tired.
Okay. There we go. Not get to the chance to respond.
She's gone.
Memory returns.
What's that mirror?
It's the mirror, above the mirror.
This doesn't feel... Screw them!
What do we get this time? Unraveled. Huh. Why? What does that even mean? Okay, yeah, we'll skip. Skip. Broacher. Skip. The world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I'm curious to see what it means for us to know it. Are there other people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Okay. Can you send me back? I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Well, yeah, isn't that kind of what we've been led to believe? He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Yeah. Well, ready to go
Next time
back.
I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
So there's only one more?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Bring the adversary to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Well, if there's only one more, surely we have time. Surely we have time. So I gotta let her out. Isn't that the only option left? Well, we'll see what it lets me do, but I can't imagine...
The interior of the cabin is almost... You take the blade.
That's the only option. There must be several that I
The
must only have to get so many endings.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten
Just
about
checking
me.
in. Hello, hello.
You walk down the stairs
Yeah,
and lock
yeah.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What? No way. Why did you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away.
Did I say that the first time too? Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
You start to a relationship. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of
Okay. Okay, we've talked enough. Getting out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Wait.
Whoever locked the prince.
But that's when I got locked down here before.
Well,
There's a key. Do you have any ideas?
Big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Yeah.
She speaks with almost. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out. Is someone else here?
Yeah. So this is when she, like, ate her arms.
So much easier for her, easier for everyone.
Yeah.
I heard the door slam. The
Yeah,
knife.
they did.
Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, I don't think I have another choice. I can still kill her.
Against your better judgment.
So is there an ending
the
if I do more trying to save her than killing her?
chain.
I bet. I bet that's a thing. Huh.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Weird.
Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked
You
door.
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn
Stop
her.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back.
Interesting.
But the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't think you are. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I don't think I will.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
trying.
make this quick.
I promise.
She steps forward and pries the
Thank
blade
you.
from your rigid hands.
Maybe
She
I'll
gonna
see
kill
you in
me?
another life.
Yeah.
And then she slits your throat with an
Yeah.
almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground.
But she can't leave,
blood
so why would she
flowing
kill
from
me?
your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't
Huh.
it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Yeah. Get to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Yes,
The
don't believe a word
skeptic.
she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Yeah.
Did you just say... No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is less
That's
a
cool.
cozy woodland retreat and more like
Yeah,
a
so the
dungeon.
mirror.
A few
What
pathetic
happens if we
wisps
don't
of starlight
interact with
attempt
the mirror,
to
though?
illuminate the cold,
I know this
uninviting
isn't
stone
necessarily the
walls.
time I should be trying that, but I'm
Wrought
going
iron
to.
bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Sorry. Gotta hydrate.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor.
Iron
A
table.
pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Would it have done the same thing if I didn't have the blade? Probably.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go
But-
down. Are you sure? What if she...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or what if the
Turns it
narrator
against
makes
you?
us
Yes,
use
turns
it?
it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Right.
Okay?
Anyone got to say
Yeah,
here?
but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Okay.
One, don't worry about it. We haven't. No, you don't have to do anything but.
No, you made us last
use it
time.
regardless.
Huh.
Moving on.
Okay. Yeah, the mirror disappeared.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
Cool.
A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I mean, this doesn't
Her
seem that
voice,
bad.
harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Will do,
Wonder what
ma'am.
visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first?
Does he not know?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Huh.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking
Interesting.
loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far
So I
wall,
can't cut her out this
joining the
time?
metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be
Yeah.
worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What
Yeah.
an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The
Am
two
I
of us
gonna
should
get
chat
locked in
before
it
you
or
bury
something?
That thing in my heart.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
You do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
So where you're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What happened to me after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Yeah.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
I doubt it.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's
Yeah.
possible she really doesn't know anything.
I believe you, bro.
Maybe both of us are stuck in this
I
loop
shouldn't.
without any
Well,
idea
why not?
why or how. So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use.
Yeah.
This has complicated things. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just
So it is on purpose.
good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us?
Yeah.
All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there.
Why?
It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be exactly. He gets it.
I didn't
You're
mean to
lucky.
skip
So
that.
don't waste that luck by messing it
Well,
up.
at least you guys can pause it and go
What?
back and read it. I can't, so.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters.
Why?
Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire
Why?
world, you need to accept that. I won't.
Yeah.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay. Near the chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't
I think I was
actually
right,
have to say this,
then.
but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Inspect it.
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one.
Well, the other
keep.
option's to kill her.
Do you
so.
want to be stuck here like
or
she
leave her
is?
down here, which
And
was ended badly.
Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist
before.
into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it.
Yeah,
That's all the reason
I've heard that
we
before.
need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I
can't either.
don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad.
Yeah.
Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Uh-huh.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is
So
flung
I'm
from
the
your hand
prisoner.
and sent
That's what
skittering
this
across
chapter
the floor
was.
of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Huh.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit.
Ah.
And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we
Don't see
supposed to
what's
do
funny
now?
about that.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
that is horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Does that come into play later? Do you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Okay. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Is someone else going to come down? Not one for
No.
small talk, are you?
That's rude.
Yeah, that is pretty rude. Okay.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
So
She's not
how
ending
does...
anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work?
Yeah, please
It
explain.
just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Okay.
Still rude.
Yeah, jeez. This is... that's not even small talk.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't.
And we don't know how long she's been down here.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass.
I didn't mean to open that. And pass.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And I think he's gone.
Would you look at that?
And everything
we made it out
ends.
of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Huh. So is that it? Then? I didn't look at the mirror. Oh,
She's
so no,
gone.
it doesn't matter.
Is that a...
No. Approach the mirror.
You're right.
Again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You focus your gaze and then you see a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think
Are you
know
me?
what I am.